Okay, I accept that. Hi, Piewacket. Piewacket's fallen asleep, and he's about to fuss his britches apart because he does not want to sleep. Well, he does want to sleep. He wants to sleep on me, which I understand, but I really misplaying the game. Oh, I killed them all. They're not back yet. Come on, bunny buns. God, they might not be back till later. Should have brought some hound's teeth up. And built a fire. That's what an intelligent person would have done. Hey, Benny Buns. I am carrying filthy meat. Come on, Bunny Buns. Come on, Bunny Buns. Come on, you know you want it. Death, that is. Shit. Oh well, the rest of them will be awake when I get ready to do this. We will get a pattern down that works. I swear it. This I swear. The damn things didn't heal. I just leave traps everywhere up here. Speaking of which, we might get hounds tonight. Oh well, one or the other, it'll work out. Oh, I don't have rope as rope. Oh, that's 4. Well, cool. I don't know if I've got carrots left or not. 9, wouldn't you know it? Probably going to wind up needing more wood. I should have planted that. I was trying to get to some interesting stuff, which is always screws you up on what you ought to be doing. And how are we doing on lure plants? Kind of not. I think those have to be closer to where I am. Funny, I did this to get rid of the noise of the damn things. Alright, I'm going to pause and do bullcrap stuff and get back to you. In fact, I might even run off this video and get back to you. because I want to plant all these pine cones and get that started.
And we're back. Am I carrying meat still? Yes, I am. Hey, bunny buns. You want to play? Evil, unclean, bad. I'm a bad man. You want to play?
Now, if I don't get hounds tonight, I'll definitely get them tomorrow, so I gotta stop doing this. Where are you, bunny buns? Come on, hoppity hop. Yes, I'm a monster. An evil monster. How monstery you don't even dream. I don't know if I got them all or not. No idea why I didn't think of this earlier. Ain't it always the way, though? Oh, I forgot about you idiots. Ooh, that's our last battlist coin. Or whatever the hell you want to call it. Our last piece of the puzzle! Everybody, I think so. Oh shit. Oops, yeah. That brings back old memories. I will use an exploit on you. I will fight foul, and you will leave me foul things. That's what I wanted, a turd. A turd from a turd. Okay, oops, get rid of that. Well, that makes, whoops, wasn't it 2 or something? What the hell is in that? Does it take does it take nightmare fuel? Eventually I will know this recipe.
Ah, the purple gem. Gosh, I don't know if I can work out a purple gem or not. Maybe short on those. Control left click separates piles or drops one of an item. Purple gems are refining. And that's 3 bats. I can't believe after that ham bat. Now the ham bat was funny, so I can't really knock the ham bat. But it is interesting after that piece of crap ham bat that they made something decent. All right, we're back to doing odds and ends. I still want to do the pig houses. I might lay off on the bunnies. That's like 8 bunny houses. I don't know if I would need any more than that or not. Well, I already reset the trap script. So anyway, and I need reeds, and I need to do all those kinds of things I never do. So I'll go, like I said, though, I really wanted to play for a while. Oh, and I meant to be talking about the characters. The character rebalance is moving along, but it's really a mess because they're releasing the information on it in the thread, and the thread is like 76 pages now. So I'm trying to find Kevin's original quotation on each character as he goes. Now, as far as I know, none of those are final. They're just Kevin's kind of decisions that he's kind of working out with the people that talk in forums, which is pretty damn scary by itself. Hold on just a second here. On Wendy, they're talking about health, Abigail having more health, but scaring away prey, so she can't be used as a hunting machine. When Wendy spawns, she'll have Abigail's flower, which evidently is like a hair barrette, a piece of jewelry in her inventory. And once it goes through its cooldown, you can't activate it as soon as she spawns. Now, all this is tentative. They haven't finished any of this. This is what they're kind of spitballing, although I think you will see most of it, although hopefully they'll balance some of it better. Anyway, once there's the cooldown goes by, you put Abigail's barrette, I think was the intention, on the ground, and it spawns Abby. She stays with you forever from that point until she's killed, is my understanding. It takes some of your sanity to spawn her. She follows and protects Wendy, and they speeded her up so she can keep up, or they're going to. She gets along with your pets. She doesn't attack Wendy. She'll do more damage this is Abigail, more damage at night than in the daytime, and she slowly regenerates health. So that sounds to me like Wendy will have a permanent guardian all the time. Now they're saying that Wilson is balanced as he is because he has his beard. Now I don't know, between having a permanent guardian all the time and having beard hair so you can do the effigy now that there are touchstones without going insane and doing beardlings and having one more warmth item when there are like a dozen. I'm not seeing the balance there, but maybe that's just me. Personally, Abigail drives me nuts, and that woo, woo, woo day and night would make me go wah, wah, wah day and night. So, Wickerbottom starts with some parchment on her, and she'll be able to do, they're talking about a tab and like your science stuff, where she'll be able to do spells, like call down a flock of birds. And they asked Kevin, what the hell was that supposed to be about? I mean, benefit. And he said, well, let me get to the second spell. A spell of combustion where everything around her bursts into flames. Now, a couple of people pointed out that that's kind of not the spell you want to do, especially with not a non-flame proof character. And but anyway, he suggested with the call down flock that then you burst them into flames and you have a bunch of cooked meat, which seems just unbelievably overpowered to me. It's like she could forget about food forever. As like I said, some of this is like, I think you need to keep on thinking for a little while. And or you could, he said you could build and set a bunch of traps and then call down a flock and catch a bunch of birds. And you can do that anyway. A lot of people have pointed out you could set a fire, or plus you could do a spell of fertilization on plants so they grow faster. And people have mentioned that poop does that. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I see the point on, I don't know, it's weird having one character that can do spells. So I don't know, that's odd ground to be on. I don't know how I feel about that. And again, I don't see how that balances. You add that in with her tech advantage, where she has every level 1 tech and can open the first science machine and has every level 2 tech. And that doesn't sound like equal to a beard to me once you start throwing in an infinite supply of meat in summer or winter. But like I said, all this is tentative, so maybe that's not going to be the way. Maybe they'll fix it so you can't do both spells back to, I don't know. You start talking spells and don't starve, I get, my brain kind of fogs up. I assume everybody's heard about WX getting more and more powerful on his stats the more gears he eats. And Wolfgang, if he's really full and fat, has attack and defense bonuses. I don't know if it's both attack and defense, but so anyway, those are some of the, any thoughts you want, feel free to go ahead and throw them in the comments. But I'm glad they're doing it all. Anything new in the game I'm in favor of, but as far as any of it, I don't know. Some of it sounds really overpowered and some of it just sounds like nonsense. Maxwell's addition will be that he can maybe get some merms to help him either cheap or for nothing at all. And it's like, so he'd have some help in the swamp. And it's like, okay, well that's that's equal to WX having 400 hit points. And I'm not sure if WX can get quite that high on hit points, but I'm playing with the idea, and I've said this in comments once they do the character rebalance, of doing a very random and seldom put into videos thing with WX where I just play him on my own time. I don't worry if I put up the videos or not. And I try to make him into a god. I just take him from world to world eating gears to see if I can max out all his abilities. So, which I think is just food, health, and sanity. But yeah, that's being able to eat spoiled meat. And see, actually, I don't care if they make overpowered characters or not. It doesn't really matter to me. I've always said that Wolfgang, they ought to just let him be overpowered. It's no big deal whether there ought to be one. Probably a weapon would be a help. But it's just kind of funny after all this time of saying it's not a combat game. There's another one of those vanishing. Oh, that's that same vanishing magical turd. So anyway, we'll leave all that to the people that are doing it, or I will anyway. I think it's an interesting subject, but like I said, I also think that nothing I say is going to in any way change what they're going to do. Well, I know nothing I say is going to in any way change what they decide to do. So, all right, let me get out of here before I run off a silly amount of film. And Wilson and I will be back, and we'll be playing some more. The Wendy tutorial, the thing was, I didn't think up front to throw in as much information. Once I started doing it, I thought I really wanted to do everything like if it was a person's first time in the game. And it's hard to go through the whole game, you know, day after day of, all right, that's a frog. If you attack it, it will. That's a beefalo. Today it's fine. Tomorrow it might be in heat. That's an amulet. The amulet does this kind of resurrection. You also have. But I kind of bit off more than I realized. And it's no big deal. I'm kind of enjoying the process. But what I had to do was go back and make more videos and splice them into the early ones because I didn't explain enough early on. So anyway, let Wilson and I get the hell out of here. Come on, Piewacket. Come on, you're not going to be happy till you do. And you're awake now. You're not even sleepy anymore. You're just a snot bag. I'd show you Piewacket, but my camera's taped in place to get it to stand on its end to show these tall hats. You're being a snot. See, you're not sleepy. You went somewhere and had a cat nap, and now you're not even sleepy. You wouldn't even want to talk to me if I wasn't playing the game. You wouldn't. I'm not mad at you, silly. It's a Piewacket. It's a Piewacket. You're almost in the camera. I can